Wednesday afternoon basketball. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines.
Here we go.
And here is Wright. Beasley outside. Knocks down the three ball.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counter play. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Beasley. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Beasley's got 6.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Chalmers. This one for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Brewer. The kick out to Fareed. Here's Wright, and it's blocked. On the wing, Jackson.
Sheldon Williams. First personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Takes it inside. And the basket by Kamare.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
It's right on the wing. For 3. They get the rebound. Pass to Brewer. Fires from deep. Rebound by Mario Chalmers.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And Coulibaly gets it to go.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And there's the foul. It's on Coulibaly. That's his first foul. Beasley outside. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Bounce pass from Chalmers. Coulibaly with it. Guarded now by Michael Beasley. And they recover. Jackson in the corner. 6 to shoot. Pass to Coulibaly. Over Brewer. Coulibaly, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And here is Fareed.
The ball goes to the away team.
Here's Chalmers. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Kamare.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Driving the lane. And the shot goes down.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that. And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Second team foul.
1:41 left in the first quarter. Pass to Coulibaly. Here's Kamare. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Kamare's got 7 points in the game.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now Chalmers. 1:07 left to play here in the first. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
From deep, Williams. Here's Brewer, and the three ball is good. Brewer's got his second bucket.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Chalmers' shot is no good. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Williams. Here's the three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
.11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Poked away. It's taken away by Brewer. And now, running up the court, Brewer pushing it up.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Up 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
And the slam by Williams.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Home team on D. Here's Kamare. 7 points in the game. And that one is hammered home.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Now, here's Brewer. 6 points for him. Three-pointer right. And now Chalmers running the floor all by himself. And he converts the layup. Chalmers has got 5.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Brewer with the ball. Beasley left side. Uncovered. Bucket is good. He's got 8. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Chalmers surveying the D. Here's Koulibaly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Beasley with it. Guarded now by Jackson. They get it back. Second chance effort.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Black. Plays it up and banks it in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Screen by Fareed. It's Beasley on the wing. Launches a three. It's good from long range. Beasley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
There's a screen. Here's Reddish. Kicks it out to Banchero. Hits the three-point bomb. Banchero's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Outside Williams. For the three. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Brewer's shot is off. From deep three-point territory. Offensive rebound. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's the screen. And it's Banchero missing. Back in 2022, the number 1 overall pick was Paolo Banchero. What do you think of his game?
You have to love his game, Kevin. I mean, handles the ball as a big guy at 6'10", makes plays for other people, scores, gets to the free throw line. All-star game in his second year. And on that team, he has really, really looked to defend. This guy's future is bright.
And their coach is another guy from the Seattle area, right, who has come on the NBA and starred.
There have been quite a few of them.
Right outside. At the top of the key, Williams. .55 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game. Here's Black. Pass to Reddish. Here's Mobo. Back to Reddish. 5 to shoot. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Beasley outside. Right outside. Three-pointer. Ellison with the rebound. Here's Black. Three-pointer on the way. Another shot. Moba. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
2 shots.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. They're up by 1.
32.
Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Here's Chalmers. Pass to Jackson. Over Reddish. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
Chalmers outside. Over in the corner, Reddish. Got a piece of it. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Chalmers outside. Back to Jackson. Shoots the three. And so they foul intentionally. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And here's Banchero. Fires top of the key. And that one, good. Banchero's got 5 now.
Such a nice-looking jump shot. Solid mechanics, fluid. Banchero's special.
And they're running. And if you're just joining us, we play it over a minute here in the third. And that one's good, Ellison.
Timeout, timeout. Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Pass to Brewer. Beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 9.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
Now Reddish. Just 4 to shoot. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Reddish has got his second basket.
Well, they gave him the mid-range. Smart idea to take that one.
The kick out to Williams.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. There's the pick. Chalmers outside. 6 on the shot clock. Black grabs the board.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Mobo. Sinks the triple.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
And the wide open shot from Chalmers. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Down low. Banchero left side. Pass to Ellison.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
There's a good screen. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And here's Reddish. Off target from three-point range. Over in the corner, Banchero. Pass to Mobo. Over Reddish. There's 1:26 left to play here in the third. And the wide open shot from Reddish connects from three-point range. Reddish has got 5 points now this quarter. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024. Paulo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Here's Black. Pass to Mobo. Launches it. Good on the triple. Mobo's got 7 points in the game.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Substitution on the court.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Knocked away and stolen by Wright. The finish, and Wright throws it down hard.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
To the wing right side. Oh, Ayton in position. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Stolen by Jackson. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. He's got 8. Screen by Fareed. Beasley for 3. No good. Shot missing. The shot that time, not on target. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. Will make it tough to come back. Up by 15.
54.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Picked by Williams. Pass to Brewer. From past the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Ayton the screen. Beasley with the steal. Fareed inside. Beasley with it. Rebounded by Chalmers. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
First team foul. At the line for the away team.
Pass to Kamare. He lobs it up. Misses from short range. Floats it up for Williams. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Pass to Coulibaly. Ayton the screen. Back to Chalmers. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Ayton. Got a piece of it. And that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Here's Kamare. Coulibaly with it. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Fareed. Picked by Williams. Here's Brewer. No good from outside. Now here's Jackson. Lets it go from 11. And here is Ayton. Over Brewer. And it's Ayton missing. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And that one is good by Beasley.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Pass to Chalmers. Clock at 6. On the wing, Koulibaly. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Fareed. Right side, Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
And here's Chalmers from the arc. Sheldon Williams with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Brewer. Misses the 3. Jackson looking it over. From the arc. That one, no good. They played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. Brewer, good. Brewer's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving that three-pointer.
Lets it go from deep. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And the crowd is loving this long-range bomb attack that we're seeing here tonight, coming right back to answer a 3 with one of their own.
Now Chalmers puts up a deep 3. Kenneth Fareed grabs the board.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Here's Koulibaly. From downtown, and the miss. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances.
Live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. And here's Wright. The kick out to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Throws it down with two hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Brewer. The rebound by Jackson. Here's Chalmers. Jackson on the wing. 4-3. Knocks down the long J.
You have to account for Jackson Jr. in the corner. I mean, he's an excellent three-point shooter. Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Here's Chalmers. And a miss there on the triple. Beasley outside. Launches it from deep. That shot, no good. Launches a three. And that one's good. Chalmers has got 6 points.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
Here's Brewer. Poke loose. Here's Kamari. It's deflected.
We see the quick reflexes of DeLon Wright, twice on the pipes.
Shot is good by Brewer.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 9 points in the game.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Stolen by Ayton. And here's the fast break. Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Ayton. From the arc. First shot won't go.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Beasley. We've got 1:55 left in the first. Here's Coulibaly. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Beasley for three. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Coulibaly. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Beasley. Here's Brewer. Sinks the tray. Brewer's got 6.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Kamari. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Here's Brewer. Out to Beasley. Takes the three. Counted from distance.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Here's Koulibaly. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. He's got 5.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Pass to Brewer. Puts up a 3. On target from range. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. There's Jackson with the 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
Beasley misses. Outside Koulibaly. Pass to Chalmers. Fires for 3. Williams grabs the board. Fires from way outside. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Leading by 5. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Now here's Wright. Yet to see a basket. Shot is good by Brewer.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Here's Kamari. Jackson, the screen. Offensive board to the left wing. Wright with a steal. Lets a 3 fly. Here's Williams. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
So he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Here's Kamari. Up top, Aiden. Pass to Koulibaly. 3-pointer. The rebound by Beasley. A deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Beasley's got 9 points. Aiden with a screen. Will it go? Kamari, that's good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Brewer. He's got 12. Pass to Beasley. Five to shoot. Here's Fareed. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Fareed's got his first points of the game. Here's Chalmers. 3-pointer, no good. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. From deep. Rebounded by Kamari. Oh, deflected. It's Wright on the wing. Pass to Fareed. Now here's Beasley. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Koulibaly. Drills it from deep. Give him 8.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on
The home team on D. It's Beasley on the wing. 11 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Now here's Banchero. Here's Ellison. Out left to the wing. Mobo hits the trifecta.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here's Brewer. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Mobo. Lots of room. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Mobo's got 5. Right on the right side. And here's Beasley. There's the triple. Knocks down the triple. Beasley's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
The three from Banchero. He buries it from 3.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Pass to Beasley. Back to Williams. To the right side. Fires from deep. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They're up by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Black. Here's Mobo. Pass to Banchero. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc. At the arc, Banchero finds his mark.
Yeah, there's not much Banchero can't do in the pick and roll set. He's comfortable as the roller or with the ball in his hands.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. And it ends up out of bounds. Pass to Black. Lets it go from deep. Here's Mobo. And at last, they get one to fall. Mobo's got 7.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Oh, he tries a 3. And it's Ellison missing. Here's Chalmers. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Jeffries. This one for 3. Ellison grabs the board. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And there's the screen. Banchero outside. Here's Ellison. He tries for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Now Reddish. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Let's go with a 3. They get it back. Here's Ellison. 5 on the clock. Fader on the way. And he gets that one. Reddish has got 5 points in the quarter.
Ooh, an aggressive move. Takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
Black, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Jeffries. Gets the three to fall.
3 points.
Here's Mobo. He has 7. No good from outside.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
And that one's good. Koulibaly. Koulibaly's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays. I'm not sure why they aren't going to him more. He's scoring the ball so well.
There's a screen to the middle. Pass to Jeffries. Now here's Reddish. Here's Jeffries. Fires the 3. Fires in the triple. Jeffries has got 6 points.
And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Reddish. He's got 5. Over to the left wing. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Banchero. Right side, Reddish. "40 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Here's Chalmers. He's scoreless. Here's the 3. Drains the triple.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
It's Banchero just showing off now.
I mean, you talk about it factor. Banchero's got it, man. What a move.
Lets it fly. And it's Chalmers missing. It's a one-on-one situation. They now take the lead. Black's got 5 points in the quarter. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. Leading by a point. And with 3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Here's Wright. Takes it inside. Out to Beasley. Here's Fareed. The rebound by Jackson.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And here they come. Fareed, count it.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the 3-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Kamari, no good. Right with the ball. Outside, Williams. The 3-ball. Pure from 3-point range.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Jackson, the screen. Koulibaly. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Right outside. Inside. Oh, they get a hand on it. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
First team foul.
We played just over a minute here in the 4th. To the wing, right side. Pass to Koulibaly. Fires the 3. Sinks it from distance.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, You go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there. Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Second team foul.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Koulibaly. Here's Chalmers.
Well, we all know that DeLon Wright has instincts as a scorer, but remember, this guy takes pride in his defense.
Full team foul. Mario Chalmers. First personal foul. First team foul.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Beasley outside. The offensive rebound. Williams from long range. Not going to go that time. Jackson with it. Beasley covers. They set the screen. Jackson can't get it to go. Outside, Williams. Williams with the screen. Goes up on the wing. Brewer can't hit. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Jackson, right side. Takes a three. Williams grabs the board. Beasley outside. The three. Rebounded by Kamari. In transition, here they come. Jackson outside. To take the lead. Jackson with another miss. Here's Fareed. Hits a three-pointer. Fareed's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Pass to Chalmers. A minute 31 left to play in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Drew the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
And great poise there from Jackson. He's getting crowded by the defender, but stays cool and takes the foul.
And he nails the third.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Coming up.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. The three is up. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Pass to Fareed. 54 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, very little time to get back into this.
Very true. They need to score quickly and get stops, or it'll soon be out of reach.
The three from Banchero. Here's Chalmers. Here's Koulibaly. Off target from outside. Out to the right wing. There's 18 seconds left to play in the fourth.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good. And that increases the lead to 6.
Corey Brewer. Taking 2
And so both free throws good. And it's a 7-point game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Oh, he drained it from downtown.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
The three from Ayton. And connects from downtown. And so the road team gets the W in this one. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it. joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, and giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
Here's Wembanyama. And Aiden pulls it down. And here's Albuquerque now. Beasley for three. Gets the three to fall.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The three from Wembanyama. Rebounded by Daniels.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Deflected.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on. Improving his ability to knock away shots.
Here's Leonard. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Here's Chalmers. Launches a three, and again it's Albuquerque from deep.
This team really relies on Chalmers knocking down threes, spacing the floor. That's where he really brings some value.
Right. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound.
Maybe a little overconfidence, trying to go big instead of taking the sure thing.
It's Aiden with the drive. Oh, and the jam by Aiden.
Watch out, DeAndre Aiden coming through.
This one for three. Drills it from deep. Fareed's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Beasley. Screen by Leonard. Beasley misses. The three from Banchero. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Leonard outside. Takes the three. Fareed grabs the board. And here's the fast break. The three from Banchero. Fareed. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Attacking the glass like a rabid dog. Fareed takes pride in out-hustling guys on the board.
And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
The three from Wembanyama. And Aiden pulls it down.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Leonard for three. Nails it from three.
Ball getting rid of it in a hurry. Nice quick release that time.
Outside Coulibaly. Off target from three-point range. On offense, here's Albuquerque. To the middle. Beasley outside. Pass to Chalmers. Three-pointer off the mark. Lets the three fly. Sends it home from three-point land.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Drops in the three.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Beasley outside. And he misses the go-ahead basket. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Leonard for 3. Pass to Daniels. Beasley outside. Nice form on the 20-footer. Beasley's got 5 now.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, Wembanyama. And the three-pointer goes. 5 points in the game.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Screen by Leonard. Pass to Daniels. Charity stripe shot. Had the space there, but it's offline.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
A nice first quarter of play. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Leonard, right side. Out to the right wing. Chalmers. Here's Ayton. 5 to shoot. Victor Wembanyama grabs a board. Banchero in the post. Pass to Fareed. They grab their own miss. The 3. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
An aspect of his game that he wants to improve. Fareed knows he's got to develop his jumper more.
Good on the bucket. Beasley's got 7.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
Here's Fareed. Offline with a 3. Tries the spin move. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Ayton with it. He's picked up by Banchero. Beasley outside. Takes a 3. Pure from three-point range. Beasley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Ooh, Wembanyama, just too good.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
Beasley for 3. And again, it's Albuquerque from deep.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
The shot by Fareed, no good.
He's fallen into a bit of a slump this quarter. How quickly things can turn.
Here's Chalmers. And the 3 off target. Banchero outside. Outside Coulibaly. Three-pointer on target from range. Coulibaly's got his second basket.
The ability to pass like that will be a must as Banchero's career goes on.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Wembanyama screen. Lets it go from deep. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. There's the steal. .143 left in the second period. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Fareed's got 14 points for the game.
Well, I love how Fareed picks his spots on offense. I mean, when he's in the zone, he does a good job staying after it.
Pass to Daniels to stop the run. Connects from downtown.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now here's Ayton. Here's Chalmers. Wing shot on the way. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. 55 seconds left in the second quarter. For three, fires in the triple. He's got 11.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Daniels misses. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Here's Fareed. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And here's Albuquerque now. They trail by 7. They get it back. Pass to Chalmers. Here's Beasley. Money from the wing. Now here's Wembanyama. He's got 11. Little turnaround. It doesn't go for him. On the wing, Daniels. Nails it from beyond the arc. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Up by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Here's Castle. Here's Reddish. And again, it's Albuquerque from deep. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
Here's Black. And he makes it on the layup.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Yeah, really good sign for them offensively. They should keep getting him touches. Make sure he gets shots here.
Now here's Reddish. Parries it from about 10 feet away. Reddish has got 5 points in the quarter. Driving in. Here's Ellison. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Beyond the arc. Counted from distance. Abdur-Rahim's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Down low. Here's Batase. Still without a bucket. Outside Reddish. Three-pointer, no good. Cuts off the pass. Batase attacking. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Here's Abdur-Rahim. Lets it go from the wing. That's good on the jumper.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Sinks the tray.
Well, when the 3-ball is falling for Castle, he is extremely difficult to defend.
You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman. Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Albuquerque leading by 3. There's the triple. And again, it's Albuquerque from deep.
And as we see more of Castle, expect that J to get better.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Here's Brewer. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Brewer's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Grant outside. Puts up a 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Reddish. Tries a 10-footer. And it comes off the front of the rim. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Here's Brewer. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Brewer's got 5 points now this quarter.
And, you know, Brewer works on these shots all the time. As soon as the ball hits his hand, he's ready to shoot it.
Castle for 3. It's rebounded by Abdur-Rahim.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
There's the 3. He's off on that one. Albuquerque leading by 4. Here's Grant. Uses the glass on the layup. Grant's got 5 now.
This is where Grant loves to do his work. Very confident close to the basket.
Brewer can't hit. On offense, here's Albuquerque. Pass to Castle. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Puts up a deep 3. The shot, no good.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Black. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And so it's Albuquerque with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Inside. Stolen by Ayton. To the right side. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Coulibaly on the wing. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Beasley. Pass to Ayton. To the inside. Daniels misses.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
The offensive rebound. Back to Coulibaly. The 3 is up. Here's Banchero. Boom! Banchero!
Oh, what tenacity on the boards. Banchero takes pleasure in capitalizing on the offensive glass.
Here's Chalmers. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama making it look easy.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Albuquerque leading by 5. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Beasley for 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Here's Fareed. And the bucket is good.
This is Fareed's bread and butter now. He finishes inside because he stays within himself.
Here's Chalmers. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Beasley misses. Outside Wembanyama. And stolen by Beasley. Pass to Chalmers. Here's Daniels. There's a screen. Shot clock at 5. Driving inside. Beasley. From deep. It's rebounded by Bancaro. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
.46 left in the fourth quarter here. From deep, Wembanyama. And Aiden pulls it down. Albuquerque leading by 3. Leonard outside. Pass to Chalmers. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Chalmers has gotten 4 this quarter. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves. Battle to the end. Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Beasley. Here he goes. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again. He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw. .44 seconds left in the fourth. Up top, Beasley. Going inside. 6 on the shot clock. Puts one up from 19. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
It's not over yet.
Wembanyama cuts in. Yes!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And an intentional foul right there.
Can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul a lot sooner.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And the second and 2 is good. And that'll put him up 2. And time. Is called by Nick Nurse. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
A chance to tie it up here.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Wright from the arc. Oh, no good! We're headed for overtime. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Outside Wembanyama. Oh, too much length from Wemby.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
First team foul.
Beasley for 3. Knocks down the long J. Beasley's got 21 points in the game.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Wembanyama's shot is good.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing, dominating on the inside.
Here's Daniels. Pass to Aiden. Beasley outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Beasley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Fantastic athleticism from Brewer there. His arms that go forever, it seems, make it easy for him to dunk it down.
There's a minute 59 left in the OT period. Beasley outside. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And he's able to hit the second one, and that ties this game up.
He really wanted to capture the lead there, but on the bright side, at least the game is tied.
Pass to Wembanyama. 4-3. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening. Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Back to Leonard. And it's blocked.
And, you know, this is really what Brewer does quite well, extending out nicely and swatting away shots.
It's stolen by Wright. In transition. And it's good. And tie game. Huge basket right there. On offense, here's Albuquerque. Beasley with it. Pass to Leonard. And they're on the run. Here's Brewer. Outside for Wembanyama. Here's Abdur-Rahim. Here's Brewer. 5 on the clock. Into the lane. Money.
And Brewer, remarkably quick. A speedy player who can get to the rack easily.
And the game has come down to this. They need a score, or you can practically call it quits.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The visitors with the ball. Here's Wembanyama. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
Leonard for 3. It's rebounded by Banchero.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
NBA.
Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Bankero outside. Wembanyama screen. It's Bankero with the drive. Oh, Bankero throws it down.
He will muscle his way down the lane. Watch out when Bankero comes tumbling by.
And that one's good. Chalmers.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Wembanyama. 4-3. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
They get it again. Bankero. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. On offense, here's Albuquerque. Here's Coulibaly. That three's off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Daniels. And again, it's Albuquerque missing. Fires it. The quick look, no good that time. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Shots blocked.
Hey, the terrific instincts and timing that Fareed has, coupled with his reach, that lets him block a lot of shots.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Boy, just a simple feed that time by Mario Chalmers finding the open man.
Pass to Fareed. Shoots over Beasley. Here's Bankero. Back to right. Here's Fareed. Second chance effort. 4 on the clock. Here's Coulibaly. That one's good. This game is all even.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's Chalmers. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Now here's Beasley. It's stolen by Wright. Here's the break. Deflects the pass. The finish! And the big dunk at the end of the break.
That time you saw how Leonard surveyed the floor and found the guy with the best look.
And Ayton has got the ball here for Albuquerque. Pass to Chalmers. It's Beasley on the wing. And he packs it down right in the face of Victor Wembanyama.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And that one's good. Chalmers has got 7.
Getting work done inside. Chalmers not being dissuaded by his size.
Inside. And Aiden gets it to go.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The three from Bancaro. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. Here's Beasley. Count it. All three of his attempts have gone in. 17 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Wright. And he bangs it home with one hand.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Albuquerque out in front, leading by a point. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Albuquerque.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
Something else that stands out is how they've gotten out in transition. Their speed has kept the defense on their heels.
Here's Fareed. Back to Wembanyama. Jacks up a three. Ooh, Wembanyama with the silky stroke from three.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Beasley for three. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Here's Coulibaly. Offensive board. Right outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Goes back up. Shoots over Ayton. Here's Fareed. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Fareed's gotten his second bucket.
Great to see players still working the in-between areas. There wasn't much resistance defensively.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Leonard's shot's good. Now Wright. Pass to Wembanyama. Bancaro right side. From downtown. Tries yet again. Here's Fareed. Lots of room. And the basket is good. Fareed's got 6 points. I'll say this, Bancaro is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Pass to Beasley. And that one hits the back iron. Now here's Wembanyama. Oh, sweet move. The big man, Wemby for two.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Beasley misses. Here's Wright. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And that's a foul called on DeLon Wright. That's his first foul of the game. Leonard for three. And again, it's Albuquerque missing.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Oh, Bancaro throws it down.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Leonard. Blocked again!
Yeah, this is something we might see Bancaro work on. Improving his ability to knock away shots. They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, I agree with you. Big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Beasley for three. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Pass to Fareed. Wembanyama screen. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Fareed known for being a great dunker. Give him any room to work with, and he's getting to that rim.
Here's Beasley. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton tucks it last. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Here's Chalmers. He's got 9. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Love to see Chalmers attacking the basket and keeping the pressure on the defense.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Pass to Wembanyama. Wemby driving. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, ferocious on the attack. Once Wembanyama gets into the lane, the defense is done.
It's deflected. Here's Coulibaly. Knocks it down from distance. Coulibaly's got 6.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Goes up on the wing. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. There's the 3. Oh, my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. The free throw no good for Wembanyama. From behind the arc. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. 2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, this is where Castle likes to find his points, closer in to the hoop.
You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
And he drives in. And there's the lob. Oh, got a piece of it.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
And he gets it back. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Abdul-Rahim. Here's Brewer. Hits the trifecta. Brewer's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
And Brewer has no shame or shyness when it comes to shooting from beyond the arc. And he gets the shot off quickly from there, too.
They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Here's Black. No good on his first attempt of the game.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Takes a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Reddish has got 8.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Black. Driving in.
Come on, B.A. Emphatic slam from a player who does it better than most.
Oh, defense optional when the freight train is coming.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted to be the guy at the end of the wrong side on that poster.
Here's Brewer. And he drains the quick shot. Brewer's got 5 points now this quarter.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Grant's shot is off.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
The steal. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Up and in on the layup.
Always easier to score on the break when you can, and Abdul-Rahim taking advantage.
Here's Reddish. And again, it's Albuquerque missing.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Brewer.
2 minutes.
Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Grant with a steal. Here's Reddish. No good. Unable to win this run.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Here's Ellison. Rebounded by Castle. And so Grant will bring it up for Albuquerque.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Out to the wing. Here's Brewer. Buries it from 3. Give him 8.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And it's Grant with a 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:07 left in the third quarter. Sinks the tray.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Puts up a deep 3. The shot, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Pass to Brewer. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Black. The 3 ball. Offensive rebound. From outside the arc. Shot is good by Brewer. Brewer's got 11 points here in the second half.
And, you know, Brewer works on these shots all the time. As soon as the ball hits his hands, he's ready to shoot it.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Here's Black. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Black's got 8.
Home team foul. Anthony Black. First personal foul. First team foul.
5 ticks left in the third. He got it up. That one doesn't drop. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Delivering the blowout. All right, we're going to step. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Right with the ball. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Ayton. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Here's Daniels. Cuts off the pass. The 3 from Banchero. And Ayton pulls it down. Down low. They swipe it. It's a one-on-one situation.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Well, he couldn't help himself. Couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
From deep, Wembanyama. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
With one more board, he'd have a double-double.
Imposing his will physically tonight, showing a lot of fight.
Gets the three to fall.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
The three from Banchero. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Here's Chalmers. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Oh, man, check out the handle. I didn't know he had that in his game.
Banchero outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Banchero's got 8 here in this quarter.
Yeah, boy, the confidence of this young man. Banchero with the moonshot. That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Here's Banchero. Outside for Wembanyama. Spins with the drive. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
Here's Chalmers. That one's off. Still out of sync. Here's Fareed. To the left wing. The three from Wembanyama. The rebound by Beasley. Leonard on the wing. An easy 2 on the layup.
Skilled at getting inside and doing work down there. Kawhi Leonard is a confident scorer.
Fires the 3. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton.
First team foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you want to play winning basketball.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Beasley, that's good.
Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Oh, Banchero throws it down.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future. It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
To the paint. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Here's Coulibaly to the inside. Pass to Banchero. Three-pointer. And it's Albuquerque with a rebound. To the middle. Here's Beasley.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Wembanyama. Crafty move. It's tipped. The 3 from Ayton. It doesn't go for him. Outside Wembanyama. From deep. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Hey, nice Nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot three.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Chalmers. No good. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory.